Y'all done let me get off of here without doing the damn Amistad thing. This ain't gonna take long. But I just wanted to tell y'all what the outcome of the Amistad shit was about. And 1 second. Yeah, I just want y'all to see what this Amistad shit was about and what the outcome was. Let me see. Un momento. Un momento. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This ain't gonna take long at all. This won't take long. It's a few more minutes of your time, just in case you're interested. If you can't get to it now, then definitely come back to it and check it out so you could, inform your children. All right? Inform your children of this nonsense that they're talking about so niggas can stop the blood clot lying. Um, okay. Let's see. Hey, beloved. Homicide case. Okay. Now check this out. Let me do the screen share. Let me see. Because I want y'all to see what happened with this case. Because people like, especially the Pan Africans, they like using this shit. The Native Americans will throw this shit around like they know what the fuck they talking about. And they don't know what they talking about neither. And that shit fucking just aggravates me to no fucking end. So I just want to make sure, can y'all hear me fine? Hope I'm sharing the screen good. Can y'all hear me good? Let me know. Press 1, beloveds. Um, okay, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to make sure um, that y'all can hear me. Can y'all press 1? I'm sorry. Okay, great. I forgot to do the Amistad piece. Y'all know I'll be messing with them herbs and shit. Y'all gotta remind me sometimes. I may not remember right then and there, but 5 days from now, I remember 5 minutes ago like it just fucking happened. But yeah, just real quick on this Amistad thing. And this is good to, for the kids and shit because they need to know. People will try and confuse the hell out of them. I want to show you the picture of Sinke, and this is one of the chief captives. A handsome little looking brother. Okay, handsome looking brother. Now these is the dudes. Now you want to know what's so funny? Let me tell you, I don't do the look of shit, dumb shit, but this brother looked like he got a little bit of Aborigine in him, little American Aborigine going on. But this is Sinke, and he was the chief of the captives, not the chief of any of the tribal members that these brothers came from in Sierra Leone. But keep in mind, this is 1830s, 1830s when this case started. Okay, the late 1830s. So slavery, especially foreign slaves coming into America was an absolute no-go. So the ship was seized. And let me just read this to y'all, and I'm gonna read y'all the outcome of the case. And this is why these niggas never went to jail. It wasn't because they had some awesome judge or John Adams was such a great fucking lawyer that you know, that he was just able to free these motherfuckers with his gift of gab. No, I'm gonna read the court decision, and it's gonna be the end of that. Box these motherfuckers up when they bring this bullshit up. Okay, because the Portuguese, these motherfuckers don't even know if it's the Portuguese they supposed to be mad at. These are the people that were still trying to kidnap people off of coastlines and all this other shit. So in February 1839, Portuguese slave hunters abducted a large group of Africans from Sierra Leone. How do we know that they're Africans? Especially when the free Nova Scotians, free Jamaicans, and free Haitians went over there to colonize Sierra Leone. So you see how they already calling them Africans when they very well could be Americos. All right? I just want to make that shit clear. Let me put this doc in here for y'all. Just want to make that shit clear. This is the type of wording and shit that they use. So let me see. Let me get that right there to y'all. Okay, this is the document from the Library of Congress, y'all. Just dropped it in there for y'all. Okay, so this abduction violated all of the then treaties, or all of the treaties then in existence. Two Spanish plantation owners, Pedro Montes and Jose Ruiz, purchased 53 Africans and put them aboard a Cuban schooner. See why I tell y'all motherfuckers Cuba always has some bullshit with them? The Cuba schooner Amistad to ship them to a Caribbean plantation. On July 1st, 1839, the Africans seized the ship, killed the captain and the cook, and ordered Montez and Ruiz to sail them back to Africa. Okay. Montez and Ruiz actually steered the ship north, and on August 24th, 1829, the Amistad was seized off of Long Island, New York, by the U.S. brig Washington. Now, find out which one of your Indian grandfathers was working on a U.S. brig that was called the Washington. They was in that military service. Y'all need to stop thinking that all of the Indians was just down south. No, these motherfuckers was all over this motherfucker. That includes New York too. You have ties to the south. Why do you think the Tuscarora was able to go and settle successfully in upstate New York? They had kinfolk over there. Indians was always fighting fucking Indians the same way Bloods and Crips fight. So please know that they had family in various places. It wasn't just, oh, they was just from Alabama. No, motherfucker, they was from Indian country. And that ain't just exclusive to these states where they fucking tried to enslave our people and take our motherfucking nationalities away from us. Let me just make that shit clear. Okay? So now, although the murder charges were dismissed, the Africans continued to be held in confinement, and the case went to trial in the federal district court in Connecticut. The plantation owners, government of Spain, and captain of the Washington each claimed rights to the Africans or compensation. President Van Buren was in favor of extraditing the Africans to Cuba. However, abolitionists in the North opposed extradition and raised money to defend the Africans. Had it not been for the Africans of abolitionists in the United States, the issues related to the Amistad might have ended quietly in an admiralty court. But they used the incident as a way to expose the evils of slavery and generate significant opposition to the practice. Now it's saying abolitionists. Why can't it just say white empathizers? Because you never know who those fucking abolitionists include. They could also be what? Your free colored people. These are your Albo Lions that was removed from Seneca Village, right, near Central Park. These are those free colored people in New York. They ain't got nothing to do with the Indians down south in Alabama or Virginia. These is your New York Indians. They called them free people of color too. Same shit in Connecticut, same shit in Rhode Island. It was free people of color. Same shit in Boston and Massachusetts. All right. So now the brig Washington was seized. The Amistad was commanded by Lieutenant Thomas R. Gedney. In maritime law, compensation is allowed to persons whose assistance saves a ship or its cargo from impending loss. Now that's what you call a salvage claim, okay? Gedney claimed that it was with great difficulty and danger that he and his crew were able to recapture the Amistad from the Africans. He claimed that had they not seized the vessel, it would have been a total loss to its rightful owners. Gedney and his crew believed that they were entitled to salvage rights or the full $65,000. At the time, in U.S. history, even individuals acting in their official capacity as officials of the government were entitled to salvage rights. Let's see. Okay, in a libel or written statement in Admiralty Court, Gedney described the encounter with the Amistad because he sought salvage of the schooner and its cargo. He was very detailed in his account and itemized all of his cargo, estimating its value at $40,000. So this nigga tried to cash out on something that he had no business fucking bothering in the first place, right? And the value of the African slaves at $25,000. He relayed that the Africans could only speak native African tongues and that one of the two Spanish plantation owners, Jose Ruiz, spoke English. Getty included in his statement the account of mutiny as told by Ruiz. So now this nigga done made up a whole motherfucking story and said that these motherfuckers couldn't speak English. They only spoke their African tongues, created confusion, and he set the precedent for this trial. Right? Y'all could get to this on your own time, but I just didn't want to leave y'all hanging with this because, you know, I'll be forgetting running my mouth and shit. Okay, so now the bottom line is this is it. They ended up in the Supreme Court, and they were represented by John Quincy Adams. Down here is going to be the actual letters and documents. They got the warrant for habeas corpus, ordering Singbe P.A. or Joseph Sink. That's also his alias. See, his name was Singbe P.A. and they gave him your anglicized name of Joseph Sink. Okay. Now this here, I just want to read the fucking opinion of the judge, and then I'm out because this is the shit that these motherfuckers don't know. That's why I be asking them, who the fuck are they calling slave? Who the hell are they calling slave? Okay, this is the decision from the judge. Okay, it conveys the position of the Africans. Now listen, this is a synopsis. Each of them are natives of Africa and were born free, and ever since have been and still of right are and ought to be free and not slaves. So this is how it seems the way that they was able to fucking kill and get away with it. That's not what happened. They ain't have no fucking choice. You cannot make a motherfucking free man a goddamn slave at no point in time. No point in time. Let me see something. And this is, I'm going to drop the link of the actual. Is that it right here? Supreme Court. I don't think that's it. That's definitely not it. I did not mean that link right there. Didn't mean that. There it is. Okay. Also, let me tell y'all what's always going to be a good site. Justia.com. Always going to be, is the full text of the case if you're interested. Justia got tons of shit. You'll always be able to find really good court cases. I got a couple in mind that I'm going to do in future shows. One, and if you guys get a moment, look up the case of John Bad Elk. And this is a man, Indian out in, I don't know, I want to say Oregon, maybe Washington State. And he was a cop, and he shot two other motherfucking cops or whatever regarding them bringing him down for questioning and what ensued and how. And the point that I'm going to make when I do that show, I'm going to bring that case up, but just familiarize yourself with it. It's the people versus John Bad Elk, right? Bad Elk, okay? And this is in the 1890s, and I want to say again, it's Oregon. And what happened was it shows you how when, and I studied this when I started seeing all of our people getting gunned the fuck down by these police officers. And when you are unlawfully being pursued, whether they are police officers or excuse me, constables on patrol or whatever, what your rights are to defend yourself from unlawful kidnapping, persecution, prosecution, blah, blah, blah. Check that case out. But I definitely want y'all to just be familiar with it. So when I'm talking about it, we can just move right along. But this shows you that if you're being pursued by fucking crooked cops, bad cops, and you pull a Larry Davis on them or what they say is a Larry Davis, what the fuck is supposed to go down because you have a right to fight for your life. And this homicide case also makes it very fucking clear that the reason why the judge said you're not gonna fucking convict these men because they was already free in their own fucking country. They have a right to kill for liberty. Bang, bang. And that's really it. In a nutshell, y'all can find that on the websites. I just dropped it, Library of Congress. I ain't gonna hold you, but just point that shit out so you can see for a fact that free men have a fucking right to stay free no matter what by any means necessary. Understand that shit. Okay? Understand that. But real quick, I wanted to give y'all that and put them spicy meatballs down. Love y'all to pieces. And I'm out. And I'm out. And I'm out.